Yeah, we're live.
Yep.
So hi Jay. I have Jay here with me from Zodiac House. What's going on?
West T just chilling, surviving.
I hear that trying to. So how are you feeling? Is this your first interview ever for like something like this?
This would be like my second podcast interview overall. The last one I had was in my city for when I was doing my music, but I took a time off, like to do TV or whatnot. So this would be my second.
I didn't know you did music. I want to get into that. So why don't you tell me who you are? Like who's Jay?
Honestly, Jay is just this chill, laid back person that's literally the life of the party when need to be. Like he's the person that wants to be different and don't want to be like everybody else. The mouthpiece, everything. I'm that country guy from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Like it's a small town, so we gotta stand out. So I just be being my natural self. Like I'm just a calm, nice, genuine person. I just be really trying to get to know people, fill them out, go off vibes. I'm just a vibe person.
Okay. So were you like how was high school? Were you like popular in high school or were you more like a loner?
In high school, I was like a popular loner because I was on like dance team, I was in drama club, and I was in the little fraternities that they have in school. So everybody knew who I was and stuff like that. So I was always putting my face out there and always trying to be in something.
Okay. So you mentioned you did music. So what type of music do you do? And when did you get into it?
I'm a rapper. I got into it at the age of I would say like 14. Back in the days when you're beating on a table with the pencil and stuff like that, and you just freestyling, and then it turned into me writing music and going to the studio. I'll say I actually published my first song in 2020. And then after that, I started doing music videos. I started doing competitions and things like that.
Okay. So are you in your early 20s or your mid or late 20s?
I say mid because I'm about to turn 25.
Okay. I hear
Yeah.
that. So what made you want to do Zodiac House? Have you ever thought about being on reality TV?
Honestly, yes, I have. I did a show before I did Zodiac House, and I wanted to try something different on a bigger network. Even though with Not as TV, certain situations that you get yourself into, you know what you signed up for. So I just wanted to experience reality TV as a whole, so I can get the full experience with a bigger network. So that only spiked my first show only spiked what I really wanted to do for real, and I feel like reality TV is what I want to do.
What first show did you do?
It's called Act Up Dallas. It was on only one network, but we ain't gonna get into that because I ain't. Yeah, they don't cut checks.
So what made you do what made you do the auditions for Zodiac House if you did them?
This is the crazy part. It was honestly last minute, but Billy Barbie from South Central Baddies, my good sis, she was like, I should do a TV show on Not as TV, and I was already thinking about it, but she kind of made me come out my shell and open up to actually doing it for real because I thought about it, but didn't really want to for real. So shout out to you,
Okay.
Billy.
Everybody know everybody. I forgot you're from North
Yeah,
Carolina, right?
I'm from South Carolina.
South Carolina, what part?
I'm from Orangeburg.
I haven't been I haven't heard of Orangeburg. Um, the only time I went down there was Charlotte Park in Myrtle Beach. That's it. I was just down there 2 weekends ago for a retreat in Raleigh, North Carolina. It was great.
Facts.
I love being down there
And
with the
then
country people.
Hell yeah, because it's a good town. And like Raleigh is like 2 hours and some change for where I'm at. And like Myrtle Beach is like hour and 45, I think.
I love Myrtle Beach for like 2 hours, and then I want to go back home. Yeah,
I'll tell you, you definitely catch a vibe at Myrtle Beach, like for real.
I was. Yeah. So I don't know if you remember me. I'm not trying to make this about me, but I was one of the contestants for that show because I was recommended by the EP herself, Nina. Um,
Hmm.
Obviously I make the cut. I don't remember a lot of y'all on there, but I remember most of
Yeah.
y'all. So can you tell me your interaction? How did you how did you feel about your interaction with on the live like audition and like
Honestly, when I first was auditioning, it was cool. Like everybody was fucking with me, but like the lives was just like on social media, so people don't feel your personality or your vibe like over social media. Like you got to meet them in person. But overall, it was good. I didn't have nothing to say bad about anybody at first until we actually got into like certain parts of the lives, and then it started to get serious, and certain people started feeling they and they felt like they had to do certain things for a spot. So that's when like I started to pop it. But other than that, it was barely slim to none arguing in the audition process for real with me, honestly.
is there anybody that was in the house that you remember seeing on the auditions or anybody that you argue with on the auditions on the lives that you were with in the house?
I would say the people that I seen on the lives when I was auditioning would be um, Danny, Pootie, and it was a couple other people, but they didn't make it into the house. No shade.
So wait, you mean to tell me that most of the people that was in that house wasn't even a part of the auditions or the live auditions?
No, some of the people wasn't even on the lives. Like some people was already picked.
Interesting, but I'm not surprised. And you were interactive with that whole audition process even when you weren't up on the lives, correct?
Yes,
Wow. Okay. So how did you feel when you finally got picked?
I was very excited, but then like kind of like on the back because I was like, hold on, like how I'm gonna walk into this? I know it's a challenge show, but I know what now that's TV gives. So it's just like I was just kind of on the edge because I didn't know what I was getting into at first until I actually got there.
Okay, so you ain't think about like, oh, I don't know if I want to go up in here because so and so might steal off on me, or I can't wait to get up in here. I'm gonna steal off on so and so, and I'm gonna be like, because that's what it be given when people just be doing that. Like they
Hmm.
can't like, oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna get off on so and so. I'm like, who? It'd be a shootout for me. Like you ain't running up on me. But okay, so entering into the house, what was your feelings like?
I want to fight
Why and
honestly,
who?
but I had wanted to fight Pootie because of like the stuff that transpired at the office, but it didn't happen like that because he chose to fight Dion. So like I had to wait, but that's the only thing, really, the only person that I really had an issue with for real, other than one other person that I wanted to grab, but that was after the fact.
So when y'all got to the house, how come you didn't fight him after he got done fighting Dion, or at least gave it a little couple seconds and then gave him his fade like he's been asking for?
Because it was like I'm the type of person, if I already see you running the fade, I'm not just gonna try to run you right after that. And then it wasn't even no issue because he wasn't even saying nothing to me. We was actually all chilling together. So like I'm outside, like we chilling, hanging, we talking. It was normal. Like then all of a sudden it was a shift in energy when you seen the episode where we was on the balcony. And that's where it was like, yeah, now I feel like you pressing me, so now I'm about to give you your issue that you want. But the whole
So
time that he was there, he wasn't thinking about me, and I wasn't thinking about him.
so what changed when you guys were in like the balcony? Like what was going through your mind when he was just telling you like I still want to fight?
It was just like the way that he did it, and like how long he waited to say and do the shit that he did. It rubbed me the wrong way, because now I feel like you just picking with me. So like once I felt like the vibes of what it was gonna be like on the balcony, and he stated what he wanted, and he wasn't like trying to beat around the bush and shit. Okay, now I'm gonna give you your fade. I am the type of person, I move when I want to move and not when somebody else want to move. So I made you come to me. Well, actually, I brought the fade to you, but yeah,
I mean, it is mind over maniac. He probably was fucking with your mind.
he was trying.
But you stood on business. You stood on your own principles. That's also what Nina likes. You stood on your own principles, even though it's mind over maniac. So, but
Yeah,
so he goes back in the house and he has his hands behind his back, and then before he could turn around, you just come in and just clock him a couple
and
times,
see, I don't know why
and
everybody.
then you get licks in, and then he picks you up, and then he starts getting licks in on you, and then they break it up, and it just became a whole lot of bullshit.
Yeah,
Why did you sneak him instead of giving him that fade on the balcony, even though it's a safety hazard, because somebody could have
hmm,
died? But why sneak him when he had his back turned instead of giving him a heads up, like, all right, let's do this?
and see, this is why I love that you asked that question, because now I can finally tell exactly what happened because the episode came out. So I didn't sneak him. After we came out the balcony, we was walking down the stairs. Everything downstairs looked like it was already supposed to be set up for a fight, cause literally he only came downstairs like 30 seconds before I did. So when he came downstairs, he was down there. He stood in the middle of where you see like all the lights surrounding him and the cameras. He stood there. I'm coming down the stairs and I'm coming towards the door. He sees me. He calls the fade. Then he sees me go outside to put on my shoes because he caught the fade, and he walks over to the door and looks directly at me. And that's why I was telling everybody, like, the camera angle that I ran in, it makes it look like I snuck him when I really didn't. All I did was rush him. I ain't sneak him. He knew we was gonna fight, and he knew where I was coming. He knew when it was gonna happen and how it was gonna happen. And then he said he was gonna sneak me, and I still gave him grace.
Because from what we saw from the camera, because what I'm trying to figure out is he walked around, he was like, I want my fade. Before he could turn, you just clocked him, like ran right in his shit, and y'all started going at it. So that happened. Why I feel like that happened upstairs. That happened downstairs, right?
Yeah, it happened downstairs.
From the camera angle, from what the producers showed and what they edited out, it just looked like you just snuck him.
I
Like
know,
straight up, just poop.
and I've been fighting that for the longest because everybody feel like I snuck him. But at the end of the day, I started going with the narrative. It was like, believe it. I don't give a fuck. I don't like him anyway. So it's just like, if y'all said I snuck him, I snuck him. But in reality, I really didn't. The door that I was outside of, and not even completely, was right next to him. So it was like, he knew I was there. He saw me walk down the stairs, go outside right there by the door, and putting on my shoes. That's why he called the fade. So it was just like, okay, I'm gonna just give you what you want. I just couldn't think about it because I was already too far gone.
What was the beef between you and him? Like, what started that you and Pootie's beef? Like, where did it stem from? I know you said from the office, but like, what transpired and what did we not see that the cameras did not show or what they edited out?
So basically, what y'all didn't see was when Dion and Pootie fought on the van, and that situation happened. I guess he felt some type of way because I was screaming, "Yeah, Aries!" like for Dion. But at the end of the day, you're not my friend. I Dion, we was cool. We was just meeting each other. We met up at the airport together. So when that happened, we got into the office, and he felt like I was taking Dion side the whole time when I really wasn't. All I said was, y'all both cute. Y'all don't need to argue or fight. And then he directs his energy on me. But they cuts out the whole thing where I jumped over the office table at him and threw my vape at him, did all this shit in the office. None of that was put in the scene.
Wait, so
So like,
this whole thing started because he felt like You were on Dion's side.
Yeah, because it's no beef before the house, and then when entering the house, like it was no beef. I actually was the
That's
person
why
who
y'all
grabbed,
beefing because he felt like you was on. Yeah, I'm
because
gonna
I
have
was
to
the one who
talk to
grabbed
him
him,
about that.
picked them up when they was fighting, so they didn't get locked up. I grabbed Pootie and took him off of there and calmed him down. So it was just like, wow, now you trying it.
So basically, y'all beefing because he felt like you wasn't on his side, or because
Yeah,
you was taking Dion's side by rooting him on,
yeah,
even though
basically.
everybody else has chosen sides. And
Yeah, pretty
I mean,
much. And
I
another
mean,
thing that y'all didn't see is Coco pours a whole bottle of water on Pootie in the Sprinter van. None of that was recorded
why would she do that?
because he was fighting Dion, and Dion and Coco is the same sign. So she was
Oh
riding for her
yeah,
sign.
I remember that now. But why would she do? But why would he not get mad at her? I don't care if she's a female or not, but it's like, why would she get mad at? Why would he not get mad at her? And ain't they like cool on the show? Like,
In the beginning, no, she was riding for Dion. And then when they got in the house, people started the house divided, like upstairs, downstairs, and then like the people who fuck with each other, like each part of the house was split down the middle. Everybody in different groups, everybody on different teams, and they still in different rooms. Where they on the same team, but in different rooms with people who is not on their teams. And it was probably only a couple rooms that had a mixture of all teams. So it's just like seeing them. They turned on each other so many times. So I just don't know.
explain that to me and everybody else. That's what we want to know. What was like the whole? How did the whole energy just shift in the house? Like, who was jumping from who? Who was picking sides and who was flip flopping? Like, who was doing that?
Honestly, once Dion fought, once everybody fought that first day, that's when everything got divided. But it was already starting to be divided when we was in the office, and you seen like I get into it with Pootie, Dion get into it with Pootie, and then like you start seeing people talking shit about me in confessionals and shit like that with me not even knowing. So like it's people walking around the house not even fucking with you, and you don't even know that. So you just walking around just
Mind
blind.
over maniac.
Exactly. So it's really just egos and big personalities, and people didn't know how to take certain people energy and personality, so they felt as though I don't like this bitch because her personality or his personality is just as big as mine and we clashing. So once we got on teams, it just separated the whole thing even worse.
From what we seen on from episode 2 all the way to now, it seems that Pootie's not running the house, but a lot of people, including most of the males of that house, is following up behind Pootie, and a lot of people in the comments are like, "Okay, y'all are being a tissue paper to Pootie at this point. Like, y'all following up behind him. They feel like nobody has a mind of their own. Everybody just doing the things to please Pootie and
Hmm.
beefing with this person. Why was it like that? Why was everybody just following up behind Pootie instead of, why, like, them ganging up on Becca? Like,
Yeah.
what was up with that? Did nobody say nothing about that? Was something said off camera or something said on camera that got edited out? We don't know about that.
I mean, honestly, that part, nothing was edited out. Everything that happens with the situation where somebody is taking up for Pootie or like it seems like a bandwagon or some shit like that, it's because they is riding the wave. Pootie was the wave in the house. You can't take that from him. He was the person that was causing the most noise. And like they wanted to
Hmm.
ride it.
That's funny because Vay got in his confessionals and Vay felt like he was running everybody. He was the one getting everybody to start shit, and he basically was being the puppet master. This is out of his mouth, and we can go back and rewind it if they chose to get mad
Hmm.
about this and blow up about it tomorrow. He said he's the one that runs the house. He runs everybody. He's the puppet master. He got the strings. He got this person to go fight that person. So as a viewer, from his mouth, we're thinking that he's the reason why Pootie and Dion fight. He's the reason why you and Pootie fought. He's the reason why Ari and Vern fought. Every fight that took place, even though he's not here to speak for himself, he said
Mhm.
that he caused everything. He basically running y'all and got y'all running around like puppets. When in reality, we see Pootie's the one putting in the work doing that. But
Mhm.
he's not doing nothing. He's just following behind him and then saying stuff in the green screen. So can you please explain, like, was Bay really running the house and in charge of everybody like he claimed he was in his green screens?
Honestly, certain shit that was said is correct, because when it came down to certain people fighting in the house, I feel like he did have that. He did that. But when it came to me and Pootie fight, I don't feel like he had nothing to do with that. I feel like that was just gonna happen regardless because of what happened in the office, what was said, then like the stuff that transpired after that. So they definitely ran the house when it came to alliances and when it came to like setting up fights in between certain people. Like I ain't gonna cap, he had a lot of females fighting, a lot of females.
How come none of the men want to step up to Bay and fight him and tell him to chill out? Or Pootie, if they were doing the most?
Honestly, honestly, I don't know. I mean, cause honestly, me and Dion was the only person to stand up on Pootie. I mean, stand up to Pootie. So it's just like I
Right.
kind of see him. Like I felt like they probably didn't give a fuck, or it was just that they was just riding his wave. That's all I can say because y'all rolled his wave, and he still didn't help y'all get nowhere. So it's like, damn, what's why is y'all riding his dick so hard?
Mm. So I want to talk about the challenges. So doing the challenges, how did you feel about doing my favorite challenge that y'all did was the one where y'all was climbing up on a rope and then y'all had to swing from one side to the other. How did you feel about doing that challenge?
That actually was my favorite challenge because I'm scared of heights. So like getting up there and looking down and seeing everybody like so tiny, and then you can barely hear anybody saying anything unless they screaming to the top of their lungs. So like when we did the challenge, you'll see when it starts, we are running across this little like it looked like swings. So when we were running across it, that was the most funnest part for me because it's like I thought I really was gonna do a James Brown split or fall through the motherfucking shit and just be hanging there. So like when I did it and I was going fast and I was getting it, I was like, oh shit, this actually fun because I thought I was just gonna lose bad. But I showed myself that I can do shit that even when I'm scared of heights, like I swear I was not gonna get up there. I was gonna forfeit it. But I was like, nah, I'm just get up there and do it. Cause I was scared
Okay.
as fuck.
So how did you feel about elimination processes? I know we didn't get to see like we have more episodes to go, but for the ones that have passed, how do you feel about the elimination processes and everything that took place down in the elimination processes?
The elimination process, it was a little shifty. It was a little shifty because like I felt like we had too much control. I felt like it should have been moments where it should have been like the host or like Nina literally like choose who go home for certain like competitions. Like when we have like say if we have a single challenge,
Mm-hmm.
like stuff like that. I felt like they should be the people to like actually vote, not us. That's the only thing. But I enjoyed it though because it was like that feeling of not knowing like if you're going home or not, even if you're doing your big one, even if you winning challenges, it's certain things that you can get to take a person. I mean, make a person go home. So it's just like,
Because
uh,
there was a lot of boring people that were background characters and furniture the whole time. That when it came to doing the challenges, the air eliminations to keep staying in the house. I don't know the big boy's name, but they put in work. They definitely did. And I said, okay, well, they may be boring, but it's like at least they came to do what they wanted to do, which was play the challenge. So,
right.
they just wasn't presence on camera, it was just ghost. But um I've noticed viewers noticed this too in the comments. They felt like, and this is on camera, ain't no really felt like there were names when you guys were given names of who y'all wanted to go home. There were
Hmm.
people who had the most votes that didn't even get to go up on the stand. So, for example, there was one scene where Ari had more votes. but she didn't get to go up against elimination. It was somebody else. Or this recent one where your name had a lot of votes, and I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to that real quick. And you didn't get called up. Pootie and Becca got called up, and
Yeah.
Becca didn't even have that much votes. So it's just like what I do like about Zodiac House is that whoever really doesn't win a challenge is going home. Like Pootie could have lost a challenge yesterday, and because he's the show, quote unquote, he's gonna still go home.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
That,
one thing that I can give now that Stevie and Nina and them about that. That's one thing that the viewers like. But what the viewers pointed out was the fact of like there's people that's getting votes and then they're just staying there and it's like somebody else that ain't getting no votes is just getting called out to do the elimination process. Why is that just why? What did we not see that happened?
um, it's a lot of switch ups before like the elimination process. So like
Switch ups
honestly,
how?
cause like you seen how Bobo messed it up for Becca in reality, cause Bobo had said Becca name instead of saying Bully or J Marie, one of them. So Becca goes in by default because he fucked up and said the wrong name. But it
How
wasn't
you mess up and say the wrong name though?
honestly. I went by what he said and what they told me that he said, but honestly, in my head, and I'm thinking about it, and like it's a game. You're my other Libra. Like if I feel like you are a good competitor, I'm about to get you out of here. That's how I thought about it at first. But
That's how it should be. And there's some people on there, and I'm gonna be honest. There's some people on there who are good competitors that should have went home because it's you got to get people out that is a threat and keep the weaker ones there. But
exactly,
everybody's good at something, so that's the tricky part. That's what Nina was talking about. It's like I remember I was on watching a live. I think y'all was on. I don't know if he was on there. I think Vay was on there. Pootie was on there. Jay on? Was Jay on there? Not you. What's that boy named Jamar? It was
yeah.
one of y'all, and they were basically asking, which I'm about to get into this situation after I asked you about how you felt about them both. So I'll make it quick. They were saying like, oh, we were in an alliance. We were in an alliance. But Nina's like, at the alliance, it's mind over maniac. It's a mind of a maniac. Like it's only one winner. You get what I'm saying? Like there should
Yeah.
be no alliance. So with that being said, how did you feel about seeing your name watching this back, seeing your name getting the most votes?
Honestly, it was expected, but because before I even got out there and they said that I was going up for the showdown, I already knew they was gonna do it because they told me they was gonna do it. Well, certain people came back and told me, and people who was in my alliance who was down there when they was saying what they was saying came back and told me. So it's just like I knew at this point I'm the most hated in the house, or one of the most hated in the house. So it's like I knew they was gonna try to send me home soon, but I didn't expect it to be that soon. I was like, damn, y'all really hate me
How are you the most hated in the house and you ain't bother nobody? You only fought one person.
because I punched Pootie in his face
So,
when everybody riding dick.
child,
You know,
I'm glad I didn't get picked because if I was in there, it ain't about me. But all right, actually about to try to. For the love of God, please explain this fucking flag situation. What happened behind the scenes? What happened? What is with this flag situation?
okay, so in the actual show, like you can see Becca has her flag in her purse on the table behind her. She goes in her purse to grab the flag, swings it around, then go back, and you don't see her put it back down. But I didn't even see her put it back down. I thought it was just laying down on the table, like how everybody else thought by her purse. So with everybody else telling me that they took the flag out her purse, it's believable because everybody leaves their stuff around all the time in the house. Like literally, like downstairs, upstairs, it ain't matter where they was at. Like motherfuckers was leaving their stuff around and we in a whole house like Savannah ain't got her money stolen out her purse.
So who took the flag?
Javalen took the flag.
I don't even know who that is. To be honest with you, I don't even know some of these
Um,
cast members' names. I'm not even trying to be like shady or try to be fun. Some of these cast members I don't.
mhm. So Javalen is the one with the black. I mean the black and the blonde hair.
I still don't know who that is.
But
That's
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. All these people on there that was arguing to get on there, y'all on there, then y'all just don't like. This is important. We got to know who people are. I don't even know who that is. But he stole the flag. So how did Pootie get blamed for it?
honestly, Pootie got blamed for it because he was the person to come out and like use the flag, knowing that it was Becca flag. Because we was just as shocked as y'all. Like when he did it, we didn't even really know that they took the flag because it was quiet until we got to eliminations. So like when he pulled out the flag, I instantly thought I was going home because I thought I was the first on his list. So when he used the flag, it was just like, oh shit. I didn't even know what to say because it was like, damn, like he don't even win no challenges. So how the fuck he get a flag? And that's how everybody reaction was, except for the people who was on the fire team and certain people along the alliance.
What's your sign again?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay. Okay. So what can we expect to the episodes that haven't came out without snitching or telling T? What can we expect seeing the season moving forward?
Oof. The beginning they gave dish bottles. On down is giving a whole lot of bullshit. And when I say bullshit, I mean bullshit. And
Mm.
the challenges get grittier. The well, I'll say every episode that's gonna come after this is gonna be 10 times better than the episodes that came out before because now everybody anxiety is through the roof. Everybody trying to win this 10K. They're fighting like crazy. It's just like now it's coming down to the end where nobody can trust nobody.
So people eventually turn on people.
Yes,
So that
definitely.
alliance that everybody was talking about, that everybody, the cool kid alliance, everybody wants to be down, is gonna just disintegrate badly.
Yeah, it's gonna cease to exist.
Hmm. It can only be one winner.
No
Okay,
shade.
so the reunion. What is your thoughts about going? Are you even gonna go to the reunion? If so, what are you gonna? Who do you have it out for? What are you gonna go there to do, or what are you gonna go there to say? How long are you gonna stay? Because some people end up leaving early.
Um, honestly, I'm coming in the reunion and I'm gonna say the fate is here, and that's for Pootie, and then I'm gonna run Man Man too.
Man, who's
Yeah,
that?
it's the what is his sign
See, I
again?
don't know these people.
He was a background character. He didn't
It's
really
only
say much.
we are
The
the
one,
you we all you Pootie, Dion, Vay, a little bit, um, Becca, Ari, Fundip, he not there no more. Cache, she's not there no more. Michaela and Bobo is like we just know him from the green screens. Those are the only people we're familiar with. Everybody else we don't know who they are.
damn.
No, like it's so many of y'all, and nobody knows who. Y'all the only one. That's. Whew. And Nina also said she also said that whoever's not engaging within the lives, or at least, well, she didn't put my interviews in, but I guess if they don't got an interview, nobody's going to the reunions. So I don't blame
Yep.
her at this point because it's like everybody gets on live and want to be doing all of this and doing all this and claim that they stand on business, and then we get in the house, it's just like my spot. It could have been my spot there, but but some people just I knew it was some people on there that didn't even do them auditions that got picked and picked, and I know they probably thinking like, damn. But that's neither here or there. So yeah, the reunion. Um, so you're going there to fight basically.
Yeah. After I fight, I'll have my dialogue. I just feel like I'd rather go ahead, get it out the way, run up on whoever said they was gonna run up on me because it was a lot of talking. And like I'm trying to like, well, not even trying. I'm going to be a whole different person at this reunion. Literally,
Okay.
that's why I was chilling.
Do you have it out for any? Because knowing now that's TV, and Nina had put this on the forefront. There may be some potential season four cast members showing up wanting camera time and wanting to fight. One particular, we know who it is, Mr. Do It Up the Most. I'm not gonna say his name. Um, do you
I,
feel like you will be? Are you gonna be on your toes for the potential people that they gonna have come if they do come for you?
oh yeah, definitely, because I feel like as me knowing
Oh no, what happened? Oh, somebody probably called them. Hold on, I can't hear you. Jay, I can't hear you. Wait, I can. What the fuck? Can you hear me? What the fuck? No, I still can't hear you. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it from my part. Remove. I still can't hear you. Yeah. All right, come back. He'll come back in a minute. See, I put mad syrup in here, and my boss was like, "Oh, you shouldn't put syrup in here because a lot of people don't like it." This y'all do. This is why. This is why. Okay, let's try this again.
you can hear me
All
now.
right, I can hear you now.
All right,
Technical
period.
difficulties. I didn't even hear what you said.
I was like, I said at the reunion for the season four potential cast members, I am gonna be on my toes because at the end of the day, I already know what it's gonna give and what type of time they're gonna come on. So it's either rant. How do you say it? It's either ride on me or get rolled on. Cause bitch, I ain't letting up on nobody. Honestly, I feel like I don't want to come up off my spot, and I feel like I should be back for season four. So I know somebody definitely gonna want to fight me for my spot. So it's definitely no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That somebody might want to fight me. That's from potential cast.
Mm. I just hope ain't gonna be no ganging up or no jumping.
Oh, supposedly I'm supposed to be getting jumped at the reunion chair. So it
By
probably is
who?
gonna be some jumping.
By who?
Pootie and Landon.
Pootie and Landon. I thought they didn't get along.
I thought so too when they said that, but you
Wait,
never know.
why is Landon going out of all people?
I don't know. That was said to me from from Pootie's mouth, and like I guess he was already supposed to be coming to the reunion, so it was just like,
For what?
yeah, I couldn't
Landon
tell you.
Landon is just ugh. I can't. I'm not even gonna go there. But okay. Now, I personally, if I was invited, I would definitely go to the reunion. I would like to co-host, but if I didn't, if I was still invited, I would definitely go. But I'm not fighting. I would definitely be standing. I would definitely be standing next to Zoe and staying out of the camera. I don't want to be on camera. I'm not getting involved in nobody's shit. I would just stand
Yeah,
there just to see from my own experience and just sit there like a statue and just mind my fucking business because it has nothing to do with me.
no shade, because they love to try to get the host.
They're gonna want somebody that got clout, and I ain't got it like that. But sad situation. But if Nina wanted me to go, I would definitely go. But I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to be on camera. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm
Hmm.
not fighting with nobody, and I'm not trying to make this about me. But we're just talking about the reunion. Um, Nobody should have a reason to want to fight me because I don't know y'all. But I would just
Real.
be sitting back watching. I would love to go to the reunion, but I would like to be an audience member and stay in my place. But other than that, um, okay, so reunion, that's gonna be something. So would you ever do Playboys? Even though there's some shit going on right now with Isaiah and we don't know what that future holds for that show. But hypothetically speaking, would you ever do Playboys?
It's Team Zodiac House.
You wouldn't
It's
go
team.
do another show?
I mean, I would, but it's just like I want to do Deja Vu, but I don't feel like Playboys is me. Like I feel like I can give more than just fighting all day. It's a nice platform. It's dope. Like to actually grow and build your own platform with them. But I feel like my speed is more so game shows or like shows that actually have challenges or a concept. Not saying that his show don't have a concept, but it's just like I'm a game show type of person or a deja vu type of guy.
Oh,
Because I even do Greek life.
Playboys should be on Animal Planet. Like they should be on Animal Planet, honestly.
No shade to watch how
Like
the humans attack.
if I was to be on Playboys or any show on now that's TV with dumb niggas, I'd probably be the first one to have all this on the news on every in the world because I would have been the first cast member that they would have had a shootout.
And that
To
should be
quote Tokyo
crazy.
Vanity, like the way that they be going on and on and on and on, and then the way that the producers just sit there and let that shit go on and on and on and on, and it's just like at some point, two shots to the air. I'm tired. My plane ride was shaky on the way here. I'm hungry. Why are we doing this? Like that's
Like
what
for
I want to
real.
do, but it ain't about me. So you would do yeah, you would do deja vu, right?
Hmm. And Greek
Okay.
life. I feel like Deja Vu, Greek life, and Zodiac
I was
House.
about to ask you that too. What about Greek life?
Hell yeah, 100K. I'll be out there rolling on the ground.
Yeah, I think Pootie was the only one to represent Zodiac House, which I'm kind of figuring how they got last minute people. It wasn't just him. Phil from Making the Cast was on there last minute. I think Maul came on there last minute. I think Matt came on there last minute. Like I don't know, but shout out to Pootie because he they don't have nobody. Was there somebody from Lex's show on there? Who was on
Bunny
Lex's?
Rex.
No, who was on Big Lex show that's on Zodiac? That's on Greek Life. I'm trying to think. Was Monty? I think Monty was the only
Yeah,
one I believe.
Money.
But why is she the only one? They need
Cause you
more
gotta
people
think
from
about it.
Zodiac.
Money is the face. I gotta give it to Money. Face be everywhere.
No, also Pink was the face. Also Pink was the face, and she's not here no more. But I think she's coming back. And
Yeah, I love
then
me some Pink. Pink is that girl.
I do too. Um, and Ferrari too. Unfortunately, Ferrari's the face of that show, um. But yeah, so Greek life is out the question. So what's next for Jay?
Next is like continuing to build my platform, like build my brand, like open a business, like just like actually try to capitalize off the things that I'm actually doing, except for like doing it and doing nothing with it. So I feel like it's a lot of things that I need to get done because it's so much that be in my mind about like what I want to do from music, hair, TV. Like I'm thinking about like doing like a couple more shows before I actually give it up.
Okay, I hear that. So, okay, I think that you answered all my questions. We got it under 40. Oh, we just at the mark. So this was
Period.
actually a short. This is actually one of my shortest interviews. I'm actually glad, and they're going to be more shorter coming up.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me? Now that we in free talk,
Um. No, I all I gotta say is I definitely enjoyed the interview. Like you asked all the questions that needed to be asked. You didn't care if anybody was gonna be upset. You just was in the mood, the vibe. Like you actually a good host when it comes to like your podcast, and I
that's
hope
why
that
you
it
need to tell
continues.
your boss that they need to get me to host that reunion
I
or
definitely am gonna talk
co-host
to
it.
her.
Co-host it. I don't care if it's Diasia. She need help. I ain't gonna hold you. She need
But
help.
how about this? When I see Nina at the podcast, I'll talk to her about it face to face.
All right. Um. Yeah, but I enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much for taking the time out and keeping this train going because you have been the first in a while from Now That's TV. I would have loved to talk to Pootie last night to start it off, but some
Yeah.
technical things have happened. I will be speaking with Pootie though in the future though. Um, um, you have anything else you want to say? Where can they follow you at?
You can follow me at I am 803J, not with an A, with a number 8. And like y'all just stay tuned. You're gonna be seeing more of this handsome face, the biggest Virgo, big 803. You know, mwah.
Okay. So before we go, we're gonna play a little bit of a game.
Okay,
Because you know they like to say I'm boring and all this, so we're gonna be a little spicy. So I'm gonna say a couple names, and you're gonna pick which one is better.
okay.
Okay. Okay. Pootie or Vay?
Vay,
Bougie Nina or Big Lex?
bougie Nina.
Okay. Rose or Vern?
Burn.
Why Vern?
Burn is my silly. That's my roommate. Like Burn, like she literally. I feel like as a female, she carrying the show. Like for real. As a old,
You
as
can't
an
fight. You can't fight.
OG.
You can't
And
fight.
like from the spit, from the twirling all the females in the house. Yeah,
Um, Zavo or Cashy?
Zavo Akashi.
Oh, I call him Zavo.
I can't stand Zavo, so I'm gonna say Kashi
You like Cashy more than Zavo? I like Zavo more than I like Cashy's big for nothing ass.
because I feel like without Q, it's no Zavo.
Okay, so how about this? Q or Maul?
Definitely Maul.
Okay, Dre Baby or Bobo?
Damn, Dre baby a key.
Oh wait, no. How
Bobo.
about this? How about this? Bleh. Dre Baby or Funded?
Ah,
They both funny as hell.
oh shit, that's hard as fuck. I'm gonna go Fun Dip
Funded, I really do. He's such a sweetheart. I actually had an interview with him recently.
because
Such a
Fun Dip is
sweetheart.
crazy.
Such a sweetheart. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this: who do you not see it for? It's my last round. Um, mm,
Okay.
Raj or Ivory?
Mm,
I'm going there.
fuck. Shit. Ivory honorable mention Raj.
You don't see it for Ivory?
No, I see it for Ivory. I picked Ivory. I said Ivory. I'm
I
picking
damn sure
Ivory.
don't. I don't see it for her at
Why?
all.
I feel like if she go into her
She is
soft
a
girl era.
horrible. She's a horrible person. I don't know why people be cockriding her all the time. She will set y'all up for murder.
Okay, well, we should have said new faces.
Oh no, I'm going all mixed up. So
Okay, I like this.
um, do. Mac or Duke?
Mac. I just don't like Duke. Duke is he just make it's just cringy.
Okay. Um, Mac or Cashy?
Mac. Any Mac.
I want to do one good one. Okay, let's do some new faces. Solid or solid or
I think I know who you about to say.
it's not him. I don't even know his name. I know who you talking about. I forgot his name already. But solid or I want to pick that little light skinned boy from
Yari.
Chicago. No,
Bibby.
he ain't little. He ain't little. The little he's not little. Not the one that got his nose broke.
Oh, you must be talking about Bibby, Crystal's boyfriend.
No. No, not him, but since you okay, solid or the crystal boyfriend.
I mean, all I
Who-
seen of Solid was him running around. So I'm gonna give it the Bibby
Okay, so
because,
pause that. Pause that. I'm gonna make it easier for you. I don't even know his name. Oh no, Solid or Ruby. That's my last one.
and that's what I said. I knew you was gonna say that.
I wasn't gonna say his name because that's too obvious, but
No hater shit. Ruby. Ruby gives more like star ish. Like
I'm
if you
saying
get
who
what
you
I'm.
don't see. You're supposed to pick who you don't see it for.
Oh, who I don't see it for? I don't see it for Solid. Like I feel
You don't
like
see it for Solid.
it's like I see it for him, but I don't see it for him. Like comparing like it to like Ruby and him because like honestly, I feel like without Ruby, he ain't gonna have that. I mean, he not gonna have a lot of people to press because nobody gonna want to fight him.
There's too many niggas on there for people to just be scared. I'm
But that's
sorry.
what it gave.
Anyway, child, let me before we get in trouble. Because you know this about to be the whole talk of the town tomorrow, and I'm not opening my Instagram for shit tomorrow.
Nah,
Um,
for real.
so yeah, thank you so much for coming up in here with me. Y'all know where to not follow me. Leave me the hell alone. Don't fucking hit me up. Anyways, I'm gonna end this and we are signing out.
Wow. See y'all later.